following presentation of the XFL.
Welcome to the return of professional football to St. Louis. The scene pregame outside of America Center. We're inside the dome, but outside there's tailgating rather as the BattleHawks play their first home game in over 1,100 days. A.J. McCarron, the quarterback, has led them on countless comebacks. Can they work with an early lead? And what kind of role will the home crowd have in this one? They were lined up early here in this town, and with one of the beloved members, St. Louis royalty, the Wizard of Oz, presenting the game ball to Danny Garcia and today's head coaches. We have a full house inside the dome for the first game in over 1,100 days in a town where they first hosted professional football in 1923. It is one of the world's great sports cities. It is St. Louis. Welcome, everybody. Tom Hart, Greg McElroy. We've got Katie George and Cole Kubelik down on the field. This is something, man. I mean, you can feel it in the building today.
You could feel it outside the building. I actually think that Anheuser-Busch stock tomorrow might open up pretty well, given the scene that was outside the dome. I mean, these fans have embraced the XFL. They did so the last time around. They're even more fired up with what they've seen through the first 3 weeks from the 2023 version of the BattleHawks.
There's a man in this building who knows this fan base well. Anthony Beck suited up as a St. Louis Ram years ago. Now he's the head coach of the St. Louis BattleHawks. He's on the field with Katie George.
Thanks, Tom. Coach Beck, you played in this very venue back in 2008 when you were with the Rams. Yep. How does today's atmosphere compare?
There were some holes in the stands back in 2008. We weren't very good, to be quite honest with you. This is electric. St. Louis has been dying for a football team. We brought it back here. I'm excited that they get to see a really good product as well. These guys are hyped up to be here, and it's a special place. When I first got this job, I wanted to make sure, like, I prayed I'd get this team, and I'm glad I am, and I'm just trying to lead by example and help these guys. But this is electric. It's awesome to be here.
It truly is. Best of luck today.
Thanks, Katie.
Cole Kubelik, where on earth are you?
I am nested up with the Mother Hawk. Lois Linton, we're here in the stands. Lois, you've been to a lot of football games here. Let's go through the teams that you've watched play home games in this stadium. The Cardinals, you watched the Cardinals.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear anything. That's how crazy it is. You watched the Cardinals play here. You watched the Rams play here.
Yes.
You watched the BattleHawks for the second time. How excited are you to see this football team here again today?
It's beyond words. I mean, it's taken so long because of all the lockdowns and everything. It's way past time.
What's different about this team this time around?
I think they're more devoted than they ever were because they've had that abstinence, you know, and they're hot and ready, and they're going to bring us a winner.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Lois is here with 40,000 of her closest friends. They have sold every ticket that was available to the public, and they've been pre-gaming since sunrise. Donald Hagman will kick us off to get it started. Kenneth Farrow is back to receive. The kickoff starts at the 30. The teams lined up 5 yards apart at the 35 and 30. No one can move till the ball is touched. And here we go in the loop. We're going to bring you all sorts of access today. We've got the quarterback's mic, and that includes Kyle Sloter. Spent time with 6 NFL teams. First start of the season came last week in a win against Orlando.
And you hear already, silent one, going to be on silent count all day with the electricity here in the dome.
Davion Smith is his running back. Play clock at 5. Pressure coming. Sloter completes his first pass. That's a gain of 8 to Sal Cannella. Jonathan Hayes is the offensive coordinator for the Renegades. Renegades 2-1 in this season. They had a 1-point win against the Guardians last time out. Here's Smith, and it's a first down carry for Arlington.
Sloter getting the opportunity after serving as the backup the first couple weeks, was an all-USFL performer last spring. As you referenced, has been around the NFL, a veteran presence, got good length, solid arm, and mobility that would surprise you. So they're building the offense around him in the run game by featuring their excellent tight end, Sal Cannella.
That's complete right at the marker to Tyler Vaughn's, USC receiver years ago, signed with the Colts as an undrafted free agent in 21.
Pull two at bubble on one, ready? Silent one, silent one. Pull two, pull two.
They're running on 1st and 10, and David Smith out of Michigan taken down by Ben DeLuca. Gain of 4. This atmosphere is something that these guys who play major college football or in the NFL have seen before, but they may not have seen it for a few years.
Hey, 5-0,
5-0, that's a protection call, meaning that every offensive lineman is in a one-on-one situation against the defensive lineman in front of them.
Linebackers blitz over the middle, incomplete. Willie Harvey came around to put pressure on the quarterback, Kyle Sloter.
Good throw by Sloter. Unblocked pressure off the right-hand side. He has to get it out early. He throws an accurate and catchable pass.
Hey, we got gun double left, increase scout right, pressure, F choice, halfback seam. 83, 83. On one, silent one.
All right, here's your Y here on the left, but you hear the halfback seam. He's in the back. He should be running upfield.
And we got whistles and flags before the snap, and the home crowd having an impact on this one so far.
We had a timeout. We had a timeout prior to.
You have a timeout.
Yes. Prior to the false start, Arlington has called their first charge timeout. This will be a 30-second timeout.
Michael Vanderveld, our white hat.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach Bob Stoops. What impact does this environment have?
It's so difficult, especially if you haven't done it in a really long time. All your mechanics are completely thrown off, and for guys that haven't played a lot of football together, just 3 games under their belt, an abbreviated spring training camp prior to getting the season underway.
82 Maestro.
These are not exactly things that can be built overnight. The chemistry when you're in nonverbal communication is very challenging, so it'll be very difficult for Arlington if this crowd continues to push up the noise the way they have so far.
Adrian Killens is a 3rd down back. 3rd and 6 out of the timeout.
Here's silent 2 now going on the 2nd. Center head bob. See if he can't. No, now he's changing to silent 1 because he sees the snap counts way too low with only 4 seconds remaining.
Over the middle again. That's caught, but short of the marker. Tyler Vaughn's 2nd grab on this opening drive. And in plus territory, Arlington will hustle to the ball. They're going to go for it on 4th and 2. Pressure up the middle. Run that way. Stop by the BattleHawks. Killens ran into a big blue wall. Good. And St. Louis takes possession.
Let's go! Yeah!
That's Mike Rose, a former Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year out of Iowa State with the stop. And our first look at the St. Louis offense led by 3-time national champion A.J. McCarron.
A.J., a veteran player, very accurate. has seen a ton of football and is really playing well these last couple weeks.
180. Wait, set.
4 touchdowns against 2 picks last week. Ryan Hill is a hometown kid out of Belleville West, just across the river, and he rips off 8.5 on his first down carry.
Double left, Z-tap, tie, Roman extra.
Double left.
That's Bruce Grodkowski, the OC.
Roman extra 1. Extra.
You hear Ty, that's going to be the back, motioning out of the backfield towards the Y, T-Y.
Hill goes to the top of the formation. Quickly to Darius Shepard, he's got a first down. Gain of 5.
Fast starts have not been there for St. Louis. Really have been a team that have adjusted in the second half, and really in the fourth quarter they played their best football, but trying to break that streak here in their home opener.
Here we go. Swing play. Pass 13 weak. Lightning pump. Can 13 weak on 1.
All right, so this is hard play action with a double move to the left-hand side. If you get single high safety, you say you were good, this will be a hard play action, throw it downfield.
180. What's that?
Stop and go, the pump, got a step. It is broken up at the last second. Mitchell was the intended receiver. Devontae Bosby, former Gorilla from Pitt State, knocked it away.
An excellent play there by Bosby. It looked like he had played it well, didn't bite on the original fake. Underneath on the stop and go, gets that left hand out late. And a Renegades secondary that's without Josh Hawkins went down last week with a knee injury. Bosby's been a starter. He gets challenged early and makes a nice play.
180. Wait, set.
Pitch to Hill. Great penetration by the Renegades. Hill hung a U-turn on Kings Highway. He's got a first down for St. Louis. 15-yard gain for the St. Louis native.
It was nicely done, play side, but nobody there in contain on the backside. You see right there, number 50. That's Willie Taylor, and he collapses too far inside. Hill turns on the Jets to the perimeter and makes something out of nothing.
Opening drive for St. Louis.
Set. 180. What's that?
Here's Hill again. And he took a lick at the 20. Hill wore out his ticket allotment. Available to the BattleHawks players. He's got about 30 family and friends in the building.
Huge hit there delivered by Darnell Stuckey, who's starting in place of Ataro Alaka, who's out for the Renegades at linebacker.
Hill fights for the first down. Record set in running back in his years at Wyoming.
11, 11, 11. 11. Let's go swamp left, 50 F jerk. Swamp left, 50 F jerk.
We got swamp left, 50 F jerk, go 1.
Swap left, meaning the F should be at the top. Have a little jerk route underneath. Should be a nice little option. Potentially running up through the middle.
Karen pressure. Trying to run away from that pressure. It is incomplete. Austin Prohl couldn't get his hands underneath it. 2nd and 10 from the 15.
And unfortunate right there. Great job by AJ extending the play. But Prohl continued to retreat. He's running away from A.J. McCarron. That's why the ball's low. If he stays friendly to the quarterback, it would have likely hit him right in the chest. So just not on the same page with the scramble drill. But either way, that was almost a sack. Incompletion in this part of the field is not the worst case scenario.
Pistol.
Mateo Durant, the running back.
Set. 180. Wait, set.
First touch for Durant. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage by Will Hill.
10-10. 10-10-10. Let's go 6 gin right, 6 gin right, 50 Chevy, Y shallow. 6 gin right, 50 Chevy, Y shallow.
Gin right. 50 Chevy, left shallow. Hurry up.
So here's your Y. That's Butler. He'll be running a shallow cross across the field right there. They should have a levels concept on that left-hand side.
Load. 180. Wait tight.
Looking for Butler. Came open. McCarron gets it to him near the sideline. Is he a little bit late finding him?
He's actually very well defended. Probably could have gotten to him just a touch earlier, but understanding the down and distance. Look, it's 3rd and 10. The field's condensed. You want to give your deeper receivers an opportunity. You have that outlet. You got it all the time. But they do a really good job of dropping way out underneath it. Hey, maybe Butler breaks a tackle and he goes and gets it if you give it to him just a touch earlier. But either way, I think that was a good job by A.J. getting through his progression, finding an open receiver, and making this field goal a little bit more manageable.
Donnie Hagman, 3 of 7 on the season. Setting up for a 28-yard attempt.
Want to pump it up to 25.
Hagman had the game winner at Seattle week 2, a 44-yard field goal as time expired. Capping a wild comeback for St. Louis. They couldn't finish the comeback last week, and 3.5-point favorites today. Hagman's kick is good, and St. Louis draws first blood in front of a packed house in the Dome. BattleHawks up 3-0. XFL is brought to you by Progressive, the right call to protect your home and car. And Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. A lot of Rams ties to this BattleHawks team. Anthony Beck, the head coach, is tied in here in 08. Roy Glover finished his playing career. Ricky Prohl isn't just an assistant coach for the BattleHawks, but his son's on the team. There's Prohl on the headset.
It's pretty cool, man. He's a great player, obviously. His son, Austin, great player in college and now transitioning professionally. It's a really good group of weapons for St. Louis, and I would say, even though we're only 4 weeks into the season, that was probably their best opening drive so far of the year. So a good start for the BattleHawks.
Hagman kicks it away. Kenneth Farrell has a seam, and Farrell taken down at the 30. We've got a flag. Dean Blandino's back in the command center, overseeing all of the officiating league-wide.
Number 4 during the return. Holding, we're going to go 10 yards from the spot.
Pre-game, here's your access. We take it to some sights and sounds.
During the return.
Look at you with this.
This is pretty sweet. How about that?
I love it. It's all your tweets going out. That's what it is.
Hey, you know, whatever I can get. You know, I told ownership, like, maybe commission check or something coming our way.
That's right.
Football's back in the loo, baby. Let's go. Hey, show this country why y'all the best fans in the world.
And this is what we've been waiting for right here, fellas. Send 50,000 people home sad tonight, fellas.
Kyle Sloter looking to become public enemy number 2 right behind Stan Kroenke here in St. Louis. Davion Smith with the touch. And he stumbles through for a few. Moments ago, Paul Kublik caught up with the Renegades quarterback.
Our Renegades quarterback, Kyle Sloter. A lot of noise, saw you dealing with communication coming up to the line of scrimmage. What adjustment can you make?
Yeah, you know, I don't think it's anything that none of us have dealt with before. It's just something we're going to have to be clear and communicate. We haven't worked a silent cadence. You know, this is our first time doing it. So, but all in all, I felt like the first drive was good. We just got to capitalize on a 4th and inches and keep the ball moving.
Spent a lot of time on the tablet over on the bench. What'd you see?
Exactly what we thought we were going to get. They're going to pressure us a little bit, which is what we want as a quarterback. It opens up holes in lanes. So, you know, we just got to execute. And I think for the most part of that drive, we just got to finish.
Thanks, Kyle.
Yep, thank you.
Holding penalty on the return. Unnecessary roughness on first down. It leaves 2nd and 15. Play action. Pressured. Sloter finds an escape hatch. And a pump fake gets him a couple more yards. A 10-yard scramble. 3rd down coming.
Here we go. Hey, we got gun double left.
Similar play to what they ran last time. You got the Y over here on the end of the line of scrimmage. He's running the pressure route. He's going to run up and out, and then you're going to have the back run underneath on an angle.
Goes back to the weak side and nearly picked. Arcanado was the intended receiver. And Marquette King and the punt team will come on the field for Bob Stoops' Renegades.
Another pretty accurate throw by Kyle Sloter, and one that should have been brought in by Van Der Esch over the middle.
You're good. I'm coming right back to you. You're good. You're good.
Love that from Sloter. Say, hey, man, no worries. Coming right back to you, going to get you involved. Let's see if offense coordinator Hayes gets one in Van Der Esch's direction next drive.
Former NFL All-Pro Marquette King booms one to push his ball back to the 32. .58-yard punt, 16 yards on the return. A.J. McCarron and the BattleHawks under the shadow of the arch here in St. Louis, back out for their second possession. Well, they're keeping it in the family here in St. Louis, catching passes from Kurt Warner. Ricky Proehl won the Super Bowl in '99 and 16 touchdowns throughout his Rams career. And Austin Proehl getting in on the fun. He was in the Rams practice squad a few years ago in the celebration with Pops back in week 1.
Yeah, and they did. And it was just one that just happened. Sometimes they be in the right place by mistake, and he kind of do some trickery.
St. Louis offense tied for the league lead coming into the weekend with 7 passing touchdowns coming from A.J. McCarron. It goes to the slot. Darius Shepard. Gain of 18.
Hey, 19 Springer alert auto. Swing right back. 19 Springer alert auto. Pistol. Pistol. Set. We're good.
On the left here.
180. White side.
Brian Hill dances through to pick up 6. Pre-game, Austin Proehl caught up with Renegades head coach Bob Stoops.
Thank you, Coach.
Love watching you play.
Thank you, Coach.
I got a son at OU that
no, hey, I love watching your son play.
That was all right.
I love watching your son play.
Yeah,
for
well,
real,
you do a
man.
heck of a job.
I appreciate you, Coach.
Okay, good luck.
Tell your son, I want to get in touch with your son, though.
All right, Drake, so if you're watching today, open up those DMs because you got a guy that you like and he likes you. Want to talk ball to the outside. Here's Hakeem Butler. Butler tied for second in the league with 3 touchdowns.
Trying to get Butler involved early. He's the clear mismatch. They've lined him in the slot some. He plays that Y position when they're in 10 personnel. He's kind of in the form of a Jimmy Graham, if you will, where they'll isolate him, and if he gets one-on-one, it'll go in that direction. If not, you work away from it because he is a major issue for every opposing defense.
BattleHawks living in plus territory here in the first quarter.
180. White side.
That was Proehl in motion. Hill taken down in the backfield. Renegades with great penetration from Willie Taylor. Courtney in there as well for a loss of 4.
Yeah, both Willie Taylor sliding right inside of Magwood, the left tackle, making the play in the backfield on 3rd and short. Not exactly sure what Arlington's left side of their offensive line was doing. They almost stepped way too far, got beat inside. Next thing you know, it's leading to a BattleHawks punt.
Remember, if it's a touchback, it comes all the way out to the 35. Joe Powell, former BattleHawk in 20, had a kickoff return for a score, takes a fair catch. 29-yard punt. We have 2 games into the weekend. Week 4, the XFL caps off tonight, immediately after us right here on ESPN2. Vegas Vipers looking for their first win. Taking on DC, also streaming on ESPN+. What a win for DC last week. Now 3-0 after knocking off St. Louis in front of a rowdy crowd at Audi Field. Cole Kublik, what do you got?
Jared Jones-Smith is suspended. That's why Eric Magwood playing left tackle for St. Louis. And I can tell you this, it was a pointed conversation down here on the Arlington sideline pregame of who was going to get the go at left tackle for St. Louis.
And Cole, they almost just like completely whiffed on the left side on 3rd and short.
Vivian Smith, nowhere to go. Flag on the play. Laquel London.
Defense. Offside, number 96. Defense, 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
This crowd is incredible. All over the officials. They're giving the BattleHawks a home field advantage, and they force the Renegades to go silent count much of the afternoon. On 1st and 5. Somehow Smith slipped through and picked up the first down.
Pocket collapse. It was a good job by Sloter just hanging in there. 6'5" and change. Plenty of ability to just anchor down, still be able to see even as the pocket collapses, and he finds the completion for the conversion. He's telling the safety down, telling the Ash has got to go get him.
Back protection, lets it go. Wobbler that is incomplete. Vander Esch, the intended receiver. Elijah Hamilton among 2 BattleHawks there.
And the ball just took too long to get there. Fluttered a little bit. It's obviously on target, but it allowed Hamilton to come off middle of the field and make the play.
Yes! That was a little late, but that's a good job.
And that's how the first quarter comes to an end.
It's all good.
After a 1,107-day layoff, the BattleHawk fans here in St. Louis were ready for this one. Even the guy with the deuce on his shirt. Beer sales going strong, where caca is the law. History of professional football here in St. Louis. You can go back as far as you want. Pro Football Hall of Fame provides these. St. Louis All-Stars in 1923. It was before the Dome. The Gunners were here with some sweet unis in the mid-30s. And the St. Louis Football Cardinals, who play most of their games at Busch Stadium. Before Dick Vermeil led the Rams to a Super Bowl championship. Ricky Prohl jerseys in the stands and the man himself on the sideline. We start the second quarter here. A couple of 2-1 teams. The XFL is a 10-week league with a 2-week playoff.
Lock it, 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 lock it.
Kenneth Farrow at running back. Sloter to the slant, and it's dropped.
Another drop for the Renegades. I mean, he's throwing strikes, Sloter is.
You're going to make
the receivers are just not helping them out so far.
Gun double left. Gun double left. 2 jet. Z-hammer and sail.
Hey, gun double left. 2 jet. Z-hammer and sail on the clap. Ready?
All right, here's.
2 jet. Z-hammer and sail.
You got the sail to the right. That's a sail route. Could be working in that direction with this one high look.
Fits it in for a completion and a first down to Arconado. He got support from his quarterback after the last drop.
And that was an excellent job there, recognizing the zone coverage, sitting it down, and finding a hole in the defense.
Hey, hey, we're going trips left off, pull 2 at bubble on the clap. Ready?
Pull 2 should be a handoff inside to the right. If anybody comes off the left-hand side, you have a bubble with the slot receiver up top.
Farrow. And he is bottled up and swallowed up by Laquel London. Jonathan Hayes is the offensive coordinator.
Let's go gun double right, 2 jet Y Hank.
Very simple concept here. Y Hank. This is read number 1. Here's the curl route, and you have that to the right. Read it inside out and away from rotation. But rotation's right, so you might have to work back to the left. Tight end's there.
To Canella. Squirts free for a couple. He's got a 7-yard gain.
Should be a situation here. Yeah, 3rd and short, struggled on 3rd and short earlier. I might go play action. Might go with the play action and see if I can't squeak someone out in the flat.
Killings was a late personnel addition. Empty backfield. Kyle Sloter running out of time. And just out of reach. And that'll bring up 4th and 2.
Really well defended there by St. Louis's defense. Excellent coverage. The protection was good. Sloter just had to buy a little bit of time. And as he retreated to his right, just a little off the mark. And
once you got off him, the guy fell.
he's talking about the tight end on the corner. The guy covering the tight end fell down, and because he was looking underneath short yardage, he didn't get there.
Here's Austin Kroll. Fair catch. Taken at the 14-yard line. 38-yard punt. May have been an afternoon to take the under. That number's sitting there at 37. It's been an emotional week for the St. Louis BattleHawks players. They learned late in the week that assistant trainer Ben Siegfried, in his first year as a trainer after a playing career at Lebanon Valley College, tragically lost his life. Ben worked not just with the BattleHawks, but at the XFL hub in Arlington, also with the DC team. There was a moment of silence before the game. You saw the images there. And Katie George, there were some tears shed on that St. Louis sideline.
Yeah, there were, Tom. And as you could imagine, this group is certainly hurting. It's been difficult grappling with such a loss. Ben was a former D lineman who just got done playing college football, so he was able to relate to players better than most. Anthony Beck told me pregame that Ben's mother, Lauren de Blasio, actually addressed the team yesterday before the group went to the airport.
Here we go.
Coach Beck said it meant a great deal to him, his staff, and the players that she was willing to speak to him. Ben meant so much to this program, this organization, and he certainly will be missed. It's just hard to think that they're trying to play football right now.
Bring your faults. Hey, y'all do this. Bring your faults.
A.J. McCarron, the BattleHawks QB. And Brian Hill fights for a couple of yards. Second down to 8.
Yeah, jet ball. Set. White 80. White set. Yeah, B.
Just behind Hill. Let's check in with Cole.
And down here with Jordan Miller watching this defense. You were having a conversation with Will Hill before he went back out. It looked like he lost communication in his helmet.
Nah, so Will, the coach was breathing real hard in the microphone, so he thought it was way too loud, so he told us to turn it down or something like that. So that's why I was freaking out.
That's it. There you go, guys.
That happened with Cole last night on the headset up in the booth. It happens.
Jet, Chevy, F search. Hey. Set. 180. White set.
St. Louis 0 for 2 on third down today. Deep over the middle. It is bobbled but caught. And then let go. And that's going to be an incomplete pass to Hakeem Butler and a missed opportunity. Dean Blandino, the command center.
So I'm looking at control. Does he take a couple of steps as he goes to the ground? They've got him going to the ground.
Let me know, Dean, on that.
Yeah, we're looking at it. Yeah, I'm on the far handheld. That's what I'm looking at.
Stay there. We're ready to snap. I'm clearing him.
Yeah, we've got him. We're good. We're good. We're clear. I've got him going to the ground. Ball came out.
And just like that, no time needed to confirm from the command center it was an incomplete pass. Here's Joe Powell. Powell takes it into St. Louis territory. If you haven't been watching, catch up with the first 3 episodes of the XFL docuseries Player 54, Chasing the XFL Dream. Now available to stream anytime on ESPN+. Brand new episode 4 of the 9-part series premieres Thursday at 5 p.m. on ESPN2. It's immediately available on ESPN+.
They said wristband 12?
To get ESPN+, go to ESPNplus.com or download the ESPN app.
Hey, Coach. Coach.
Going wristband?
Going to the wristband.
Why?
Because they haven't scored yet. Got to mix something up, right?
See if there's changes there.
Hey, listen up,
offensive efficiency.
I'm saying you're superstitious, but a little stitious for sure.
We're going dual right, pass 93, Willie, F stay, Z Sailor on 1. Ready?
It sounds like a lot.
Pass 93 will be a fake to the left-hand side. And you'll have a downfield play-action play, and I like that. Here, plus territory, P and 10, first down of a new series. I like taking a shot right here, especially with how greedy those safeties are playing for St. Louis. And you hear him talking, saying 95's coming, got to count for him in the protection.
And they bring a linebacker. And he gets hit in the backfield. Slaughter pushes it forward for an incompletion. That past the line of scrimmage. And brought more than just 95.
95 was the guy, though. You see right around the left-hand side. Lumore working against George Moore, the left tackle. Just right up and around. Slaughter's really got to step up right there, but there's presence inside as well. Just a slower developing route down the field, and a good job of him understanding where he was at to try to make sure he could preserve those yardage by just throwing it away.
Blake Lockett 6. Second down. Davion Smith picks up a few. Arlington 1 for 4.
Comebacks back, Strauss on 1. Ready? 724. 724.
Third downs today. Maybe that Jose Kendall jersey brings him some luck. Over the middle, a hair behind, but caught by Cannella. The Auburn product stopped well short of the first down by Trey Watson Sr.
Didn't like anything downfield on the comebacks. Thought he got out of it just a little bit too early, but was well covered by St. Louis defensively, obviously setting up 4-down territory.
Renegades 1 for 6 on 4th of the season.
300 jet will be a quick game. Probably going to work his Y right here. Cannella, he's the go-to guy in man coverage.
4th and 3. To the slant, it is picked off. And a flag on the play. Intercepted by Trey Watson Sr. Dean Blandino, the command center.
That was not.
Because if they have DP.
It is a question on that. Did the ball get tipped too? There's a couple questions on this.
Handheld. I've got a finger. It looks like it touches the ball. It's pretty close.
Yeah. Anthony, Dean's looking at it right now. Okay.
What number do you have for the foul? You got number what?
We got a tip. We got a
there
tip.
Is no foul
we got a tip.
Good.
Yep.
There is no foul for defensive pass interference. The ball was tipped. It'll be first down, St. Louis.
They already got their fan unis in the crowd. A St. Louis takeaway. Trey Watson Sr. gets the BattleHawks the ball back.
And it was tipped right there at the line of scrimmage by Carson Wells, deflected up, and the battle.
Trey, there was some conversation whether that ball was tipped or not. What did you see on the play?
Ball's in the air, you got to make a play. Tipped, not tipped, doesn't really matter, man. Whew, I'm tired. But everything's better when you're in with the ball. That's what we want to do, man. I'm so thankful to be out here. My wife and son at home. They're who I do this for. You know, I get to be out here so far away from the people that I care about the most. No one has any idea what I've been going through out here, but I'm just thankful. Ain't nothing better than playing this game. Ain't nothing better at all.
40,000 people who care about you who are here today. It's a good problem to have on defense, though, with that crowd noise. What's that been like working through as a group?
It's been amazing. This is how football is supposed to be played. Loud, aggressive, people saying all kind of crazy stuff. There's nothing better than this, playing a football game like this. Like I said, I'm just so thankful. This is too much fun.
Great crowd.
Thank you.
Ray Watson Sr. with the interception and football taken away from him last year in the CFL. After 4 games, he was one of the best players for Montreal, but had an interaction with a player and a coach on the field. They cast him loose. He's got another lease on his football life here in St. Louis. A.J. McCarron over the middle. And that'll be about a 9-yard gain to Darius Shepard. Second consecutive catch for Shepard. They'll say it was good for the first down.
Duo even. Duo even. Pistol.
Duo even. A little handoff to the right-hand side. So if even's to the right, what do you think's to the left?
I'm going to say odd.
I think that's a fair guess.
Set.
Public school education and everything.
180. One time.
Brian Hill from just over the river in Belleville, Illinois. Multiple flags on the play.
Holding number 74. Offense, 10-yard penalty, still first down.
Steven Gonzalez out of Penn State. 3-time all Big Ten performer with the Nittany Lions.
Hey, dummy. Einstein. Jim Rytel, Todd, check with me. Einstein.
All right, Einstein.
Einstein, I'm thinking, hey, quarterback smart. I don't know this for sure. Quarterback smart, let him call it at the line of scrimmage. That's my guess. We'll see.
180. What he said?
All right, there he is. Now he's surveying. Now he'll make the call.
Shade. Hey, go 50. Shade.
Telling the protection, the play, the route combination is shade.
Going deep again. Overthrown, and he's picked off. It's Joe Powell, the former BattleHawk. Powell to the 30. Finally forced out of bounds, and the Renegades with the biggest play of the game so far.
Man, ball sails on AJ just a little bit here. I see what he sees. He sees Pro working across, tries to get it up and over, but the ball nose just won't stay down. It sails just a hair. Pro can't get a hand on it. And Powell makes the play. Just an unforced error there from the offense.
Come on, Joe. Go, Joe. Go score. Go score, Joe. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Good job.
Joe Powell, an undrafted free agent coming out of Globe Tech Junior College. Get a pick, get to meet Cole in a moment. Play action, Slaughter. Crashed from behind and incomplete. Cole.
Joe Powell, McElroy was talking about what he thought he saw A.J. McCarron saw on that play. Take us through what you saw.
I just seen three running up the seam. I went with my instincts and made a play.
Gassed out?
Of course.
Here you go. we got gun double left, 300 jet, Wild
Karen.
Aspen on one, ready.
Back to the tablet to see what went wrong.
We got Wild Ohio and Aspen. Aspen has been double slant so far there, but I love the Ohio up top to Canella.
That's Canella. Why Ohio? What does that mean to you when you hear it?
Ohio, anytime you hear anything with an O, whether it be Omaha, Obama, Ohio, outbreaking. So you hear Ohio, outbreaking route by the inside. The outside receiver runs a fade. If you have one-on-one with press coverage, you can take the fade. But usually against soft coverage, you got that stick route. It's stealing for an easy completion.
3rd and 6. Wheel route open but incomplete. Over the top of Damian Smith.
Man, Sloter's been really good so far in this game. This is really the first one he missed. He's had some balls dropped. This time he has Smith wide open on the wheel route, just overthrows the running back, but that would have been an easy conversion, and really the first time he's been off the mark today.
Taylor Russolino was the first pick in the specialist phase of the XFL draft. Product out of Millsaps from 37. And the Renegades have tied this thing late in the 2nd quarter. In the game where the BattleHawks are favored by 3.5. Anthony Beck, the head coach, with Katie George.
Thanks, Tom. Coach Beck, your defense has been rock solid. What's impressed you thus far?
Yeah, they're getting to the ball. Obviously, they picked us up there on the turnover. Helped it cause just a field goal. Again, offensively, we got plays there. We got to execute. We got to make the throws, the catches. But yeah, defense is playing. They played well every single week. They keep us in the game. We got to put a drive together here before we go into halftime.
What did you see on AJ's interception?
Yeah, it looks like he just kind of overthrew it a little bit on the move. You know, we got to connect there. We expect better. That's just what we do. But we'll bounce back here in the series and we'll get it done.
Thank you.
All right.
If you go back and look at the interception, he kind of throws it off his back foot. He doesn't really drive through it, and it's a little difficult too. Look, he's got a guy coming off the right-hand side. He's been having to move some, tries to throw it in a tight window. He'd really been dealing a really hot hand up to that point. Just barely misses it, but Powell makes a nice play.
Powell's been a big play guy. Take you back to the last version of the XFL and the BattleHawks opener. It was a reverse on a kickoff return, and Powell took it 84 yards for the BattleHawks, his previous team. BattleHawk fans later voted that the most memorable moment from the 2020 season. Darius Shepard from the 10. Blockers can't move till the ball is touched. Shepard still on his feet. And he finally gets dragged down at the 32-yard line.
An opportunity here for Bruce Gradkowski, the offensive coordinator, get his quarterback back on track. AJ had really played well in the first 25 minutes of this football game. Missed one throw, nothing to be ashamed of. It happens to everybody. Now, how do they get him back feeling comfortable?
F lasso, 14 Willie, X spot.
See, 14 Willie X spot, I like that. X spot's a really quick route at the line of scrimmage. I'd throw it no matter what, regardless of what the look is, because I just want to see that completion get feeling good again.
180, 110.
Handoff for Durant. Record-setting runner at Duke.
Let's go. Bunch left tight, Yak, 19 Wanda. Bunch left tight, Yak, 19 Wanda.
Here we go, here we go. Bunch left tight, Yak, 19 Wanda on 1. Yeah, pistol.
Be a motion away. The Y will go to the right, but the run will be coming back to the left.
180, 110.
Durant again, and he's able to pick up the first down. Cole Kubler.
Here with Renegades right tackle Garrett McGinn. A really cool conversation. The official came and found you after the previous series. What did he tell you?
He was just telling me to get up on the line of scrimmage a little bit. You know, we're throwing the ball a little bit, airing out, getting off the line of scrimmage a little bit. So he's just telling me to scoot up, make sure that my head is cracking my center's hip.
So part of that, your stance when you're in pass pro, you're back a little bit further, so you just need to scoot up more.
Yep, so in pass pro, typically my chest is a little bit more back, so my head's off the line of scrimmage. So he's just telling me to make sure my feet are compensating first. So when it's a run game, chest is a little bit more forward, trying to come off the ball and get momentum.
There you go.
Typical Cole just trying to squeak an offensive line interview in there, right? I mean, just doing the dirty work.
He's got his priorities. This is Hill on the reception.
Speaking of priorities, fellas, there's some issues with the video down here on the Renegade sideline. So apparently trying to make a move for St. Louis to have their video shut off if they're not able to download their plays.
Oh, are you saying that there's some conspiracy theories going on?
I'm just letting you know that there seems to be an issue downloading plays on the Renegade side, and it's been brought up that St. Louis couldn't have the advantage if they can't get there.
I think that's reasonable.
Set. 180, 110.
Second and 4. You know, the Eli Drinkwitz Missouri team will play a home game in the Dome this coming fall. Years ago, Their play calling capabilities got broken up in a game against Iowa State, so neither team used the phone. And from ever on, they played for the telephone trophy. We've advanced past telephones to tablets.
Yes. Soon we'll just have holograms on the sideline of what defense they'll run. Right? Probably by 2025 we'll have that.
We've hit the 2-minute warning in a low-scoring first half. Hope you took the under. First half under is going to cash.
I didn't get hit.
Greg, bad news, our flight got canceled tonight. Good news, those two guys are willing to give us a ride.
Tempted. I'm going to resist, knowing that they've probably been here since about 4:30 a.m.
That's right.
They might not win the game, but I think St. Louis is going to win the party today.
They own the party.
Mother Hawk going to make sure of it.
No doubt.
St. Louis has not converted a third down yet today, 0 for 3. Pressure, McCarron to the slant, that's caught by Kroll. And he's got a St. Louis first down, a gain of 12.
It's a great route by Kroll. Good job by A.J. McCarron sitting in there, knowing exactly the matchup you want. You have a slot receiver with some cushion. With a three-way go on the option route, you hit him on the slant. He's got tons of separation for the easy conversion.
Easy.
Looked like some movement. Here's Kroll again. Bruce Gradkowski, former NFL quarterback, is the OC.
And right there, the center is listening in.
Gin right open. To Jet Dusty. Y hand signal. Gin right open. To Jet Dusty.
Hey, Jet true.
Darius, you and George got it.
All right, so he's saying Y hand signal. Let's keep a close eye on AJ and see what hand signal he gives the Y up top. That's the single receiver look. He used to run this with Gronkowski. You get one-on-one, you take it. To Hakeem Butler with whatever hand signal you wanted to give him. You got it.
Going deep. Safety coming and incomplete. Darren Evans out of LSU had the coverage. There's a flag down at the 26.
Say that again, come back 29. Number
He's
5,
holding
defensive
he's
holding.
Got 5 holding 13.
Okay, we're gonna go.
That's
5-yard
Will Hill,
penalty.
the safety.
Okay, is that that's an auto?
Auto first.
Auto first.
Holding, number 5. Defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Good stuff. Hey, Willie even.
BattleHawks came in third in the league in passing yardage. McCarron just 9 of 14 for 72 today.
Well, hand off to the right, have good numbers. There's nobody on that right side of the offensive line. You're running against safety. Should be a big play here.
Hill stays up the middle and gets greeted immediately. Maybe a gain of 3. Darnell Sankey. Clock rolling, 43 seconds. St. Louis is off 3 timeouts. Anthony back toward Katie George would love to get a score before he hit the locker room.
Got it. Keep Dusty.
Unclocked at 2. Pressure from the left. McCarron lets it go deep. Caught. Touchdown St. Louis. Darius Shepard. Three-tier point after choice. We do not kick point afters in the XFL. Go for 2 from the 5-yard line, it looks like. We only got the choices are 1, 2, or 3. St. Louis 3 of 6 on 2-point conversions this year. Over the shoulder catch, pylon touch, good. Brian Hill with the conversion. You talked about the hand signal of McCarron and his receivers.
Thing of beauty. Great job by A.J. McCarron. Unbelievable two-play sequence. Look at the hand signal. He's going to look to his left. He's going to say Dusty, which is a wipe down, but he tags the inside guy on a corner. When he touched the elbow, that's a corner route. That's standard. Pretty much universally, that's a corner route. So he tags Shepard on the corner, one-on-one against a safety. You get a slot receiver, easy check, easy throw, a great audible by the veteran quarterback, A.J. McCarron. Then he backs it up with an excellent throw on the wheel for the two-point conversion. Just a terrific two-play sequence for the BattleHawks offensively.
Slow start for the BattleHawks offense. Cruising now. McCarron 10 of 15. Donald Hagman will kick it away. The kicker is back at the 30-yard line. His team is up at the plus 35 with the receiving team at the 30. Nobody can move until the ball is touched by the receiver. That's Adrian Killings. BattleHawks will have the ball to start the second quarter, or probably second half as well. Killings from the one. Got a seam. And finally taken down by the kicker. Katie George is with A.J. McCarron.
Thanks, Tom. A.J., heck of a response. What was your mindset after the last series?
Just keep playing. I mean, it's part of the game, right? Turnovers is going to happen. Just keep plugging along, keep doing what we're supposed to. Everything will work out.
You touched that elbow. What does that signify?
I can't tell you that.
Tell him we know. We know.
Greg McElroy in the booth says he knows. He knows.
It's a great check.
That's old school Bama.
Great check. Well, we appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice throws.
6 seconds left in the half. This home crowd giving something to cheer about. BattleHawks up by 8. Smith taken down, and that will end the first half. We've got plenty of halftime coverage coming your way with access inside both locker rooms with Cole and Katie. And this crowd fired up inside the dome in St. Louis. First game here in 1,107 days. Only the third professional football game here since December of 2015. Renegades and BattleHawks, two teams with their eyes on the playoff. It's the North versus the South, and so far, St. Louis with the lead, 11-3 at the break. Don't go anywhere. Our halftime coverage is next.
Here's a guy that's played at the highest level in college, won 2 national championships, went to 3 of them.
180, White Sun.
Led some of the best players in college football. Gets drafted, goes to the NFL. I said, man, this guy's got to be hungry.
We got snug right, 300 jet sticky on one, right? Yeah, I think you always got something to prove, to be honest with you. You got to believe you're the best out there. And the competitor I am, like, I want to go out and win.
180, White Sun.
Every waking second that he came on board with us, he has been immersing himself. He's bought in, and he is all about it. You know, to have a quarterback that can lead on the field like another coordinator is only going to help us grow the players around him. So this is where he needs to be right now.
Here we go, family on 3. 1, 2, 3, family.
A.J. McCarron, a great example of the XFL culture, and you can see that on your television screen if you haven't been watching. And catch up with the first 3 episodes of the docuseries Player 54, Chasing the XFL Dream. Now available to stream anytime on ESPN+. Brand new episode 4 of this 9-part series premieres this Thursday at 5 p.m. on ESPN2, then immediately available on ESPN+. You can get ESPN+ by going to ESPNplus.com or download the ESPN app. You've known A.J. McCarron for a long time, and he's a guy playing football so his young sons can watch him play pro football for the first time. They've got something to cheer about. BattleHawks with an 8-point lead at the half. And the Battle Dome has been rocking so far tonight. Best home field advantage, and Coach Kublik is now with Arlington head coach Bob Stoops.
Coach Stoops, felt like defense was great up until the last drive or two. What changed for your squad there?
Yeah, I thought their running back did a really excellent job just picking up 4 or 5. We're hitting him at the line of scrimmage, and he's putting them in 2nd and 5. You know, these you know, they just did a really good job with the drive, and then we turned one guy loose, you know, with 11 seconds to go. So anyway, outside of that, they were playing well.
The communication been any sort of an issue? I know you went to wristbands. You've had to do some different things at the line of scrimmage. Is that holding you back?
No. It's we can't pick up third and short, fourth. We missed 2 fourth downs. We missed a guy wide open. You know, on our last series, you know, we have to kick the field goal. So we got to execute on some short yardage and fourth down situations that we didn't.
Thank you, Coach.
All right.
Katie?
Thanks, Cole. I'm here with Darius Shepard, who just had the TD. You looked mighty wide open. What was it like?
Yeah, it was a great call by AJ. He went up the line and checked the play. We got a great look and executed, and good to get up before halftime.
You're not far from here. 20 or so people. How many family and friends do you have here?
Yeah, about a group of 20 over there in the corner of the end zone, so it's pretty sweet to have them all here for the game.
Were you able to look at them and see them after?
Yeah, of course, yeah. I went up and pointed to them, and it's cool seeing them all go crazy.
What kind of momentum does that touchdown give you guys going into this next half?
Yeah, I think it's real helpful. You know, we get the ball coming out second half, so now we've got some good momentum. Hopefully keep it rolling.
Awesome. Thanks, Darius.
Thank you.
Katie, thanks. Darius Shepard is a Kansas City kid, not too far from Blue Springs High School, just across the state, and this hometown crowd celebrating an 8-point halftime lead.
This is a chance for a second chance.
Rediscovered, revitalized, reborn.
Football has been reborn in the Lou. First home game for the BattleHawks. They have an 11-3 lead as we get ready to start the second half. That we welcome you back to the Gateway to the West. Tom Arnold alongside Greg McElroy. Got Cole and Katie down on the field. What are the keys to the second half in your mind?
Right, the big thing for Arlington, they got to find a way to convert on third down. I mean, they've had so many drives stalled, whether it be by an inaccurate pass, just one. I just say one on that one, and they had 3 or 4 drops on critical down and distance, so they have to get that cleaned up. And then on the other side for St. Louis, I think they really just need to continue to be balanced offensively. AJ played, I thought, really well. He missed 1 throw, but other than that, played really well in the first half. But complement that passing game with the run game that's been effective as well.
He backed up that one bad throw, the interception, with the touchdown on the very next drive with just 11 seconds left in the half. And A.J. McCarron and the BattleHawks have a huge advantage, and that is a true home field advantage in what we're calling the Battle Dome here.
This has been unbelievable. I mean, just the energy in the building. I hope it's coming through on television, but it is, I mean, college playoff level energy in this vicinity. I mean, we do college football every single week. You're in the SEC primarily. I go all over the place. And, man, this is like SEC primetime at night when you have A&M teeing it up against LSU. I mean, it is fired up right now.
Without a doubt, one thing they've had in common, they had plenty of time to pregame. And the BattleHawks, first 3 games, only played with the lead less than 11 and a half minutes. That has changed today. That was a key for Anthony Beck. Pair come from behind wins the first 2 weeks of the season. This is game 3 of 4 in the XFL weekend. It is a 10-week regular season. Top 2 teams from each division make it into the postseason. For the semifinal, then an XFL championship to be played in San Antonio. Here's a look at the standings. DC undefeated at 3-0. The Roughnecks moved to 4-0 with the win last night. And you see both of these teams sitting in second place, and playoff positioning key.
No doubt. And obviously the BattleHawks will have an opportunity, this being the home opener. 5 of their next 7 games, including this one, will naturally be at home, including a game against DC here just a couple weeks from now. So imperative here, knowing, especially in some of these places where home field is paramount, DC, St. Louis, both those places, if they can get and host that game, it could be a huge advantage in the semifinals leading to the championship.
Darius Shepard runs into his own man and then surrounded by Renegades, including Joe Powell. Here's a look at the first half stats presented by Progressive. BattleHawks with that last drive able to put up a $153, and you mentioned the third down. Renegades just 1 for 6.
And they really kind of shot themselves in the foot as well. If you look at Arlington, they've had guys open. Their quarterback, Kyle Sloter, I think has played pretty well, even though the stats wouldn't necessarily reflect that. His receivers got to help him out, though, man. Way too many drops in the first half.
A.J. McCarron, 10 of 15 into the out route, complete. And inbounds is Darius Shepard. From across the state in Kansas City, played his college ball at North Dakota State.
South right, F fly, Wanda odd, on one, right? Wanda
What's
odd.
the Wanda?
Well, Wanda is a handoff to the left-hand side. It's kind of an outside zone to the left-hand side.
Hill found another hole. That's a first down run. Bruce Gradkowski, the OC.
Let's go Trump right, 19 Wanda Bragg, Trump right, 19 Wanda Bragg.
Wanda odd, Wanda odd, Wanda odd.
Same play, this time from a shotgun alignment.
Set. 180, white side.
Hill again, and he ducks inside and ripped off another big one. That'll go for 9.
If I were Bruce Gradkowski, I'd keep running the same thing. That's safety to the left-hand side. Joe Powell's still 12, 13 yards deep. He's got to come down and run support.
Trump right leg, Trump right leg.
I'm guessing Lake, I don't know this for sure. I'm guessing Lake's going to be a handoff, fake the handoff to the left and roll to the right. River would be to the other direction. Lake, I'm assuming they might go with a bootleg here to complement that run game.
Going to the screen, and it's batted back in McCarron's face. Good penetration by Devontae Lambert.
Lake, make a note of that. Lake and River, I'm assuming, are their screens with the St. Louis offense, and a good job inside, anticipating pressure, almost getting the deflection and almost getting the interception there by Devontae Lambert.
The big fella almost pulled that one in. Third down 1.
Got to think you're going to run that 19 play to the left-hand side again.
Durant touched behind the line of scrimmage and taken down for a loss of 1. And Joe Powell in for the stop. And they will punt it away.
Got to wonder, I mean, you have 3 straight runs to the left. The Wanda play 2 times. And that time you opt to run to the right. And unfortunately for you, TJ Barnes at 6'6", 370 pounds is lined up on the right-hand side. I think if you're going to try to run short yardage, you got to run away from the near 400-pounder at defensive tackle.
Stephen Hoffrichter used to kicking in a dome, played his college ball at Syracuse, 2-time All-ACC performer. Joe Powell on the run. Flipped to first and then blasted short of the 30. Carson Wells with a special team stop for St. Louis. Tomorrow on ESPN, it's an NBA doubleheader for you. We start with Memphis taking on Dallas. Memphis coming off of a win against the Mavs last night in Memphis. Desmond Bane went for a game-high 25. Then after that, the Suns and Warriors. Golden State with an OT win last night against the Bucks. Steph went for 36. Coverage starts with NBA Countdown at 7.
All right, 300 jet Omaha. What do we say? We're O-words, out routes. While they work the short side and the left-hand side, quick out route to the top.
Nearly picked. Whittingham with the catch.
Let's go. Gun double right. Wagon 3. F bubble.
Here we go. We got gun double right, wagon 3, F bubble. Hold up. What'd you say? Gun double left, wagon 4, F bubble on the clap. Ready?
You're going to have your bubble right here if you like it, but either way, you hand it off to the right too if you have the proper numbers.
Do that on 2nd and 6. And the BattleHawks. The stop after a 2-yard gain for Davion Smith. Smith led the league in rushing for Tampa Bay in 2020. Anthony Beck reminding him it's a 3rd down. Crowd has played its role. Arlington 1 of 6 on 3rd down today. sack that guy. Pressure from the other side. It is knocked down. BattleHawks with another third down stop. That was Mike Hampton, the former South Florida Bull.
Sloter takes a big hit, but if he has full roll protection, keep on the move. I mean, he stands and stops, which means the unblocked guy on the back side, he's going to hit him. If you just continue running that direction, you have more time, and you probably can get it up and over the defender, but there's not enough room there on the right hash with the sprint right action.
Marquette King to punt it away. Austin Prohl will let it hop and then took it. Kind of forced into returning that one. Came right to him. St. Louis 3.5-point favorites, leading by 8 early on in the third quarter.
Dropping.
I'm with Mike Hampton, who I thought made a great play, but your position group is dogging you. Why?
It's a play I supposed to catch. Play I made in practice, I didn't catch it, so game time they expect me to make that play.
Defense is playing excellent right now. What do you like about what the group's doing?
We playing fast, we playing physical, and we just looking to make plays.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hampton knocked it down, and Arlington is 1 of 7 on third down today. Tom Hart, Greg McElroy, Katie George, and Cole Kublik. Alongside nearly 40,000 of our closest friends here in St. Louis.
180! Right side!
McCarron. A little bit high and behind the line of scrimmage to Darius Shepard. How big's the crowd? I'll give you the specifics. 38,310 inside the dome today. And they are witnessing an incredible atmosphere and a great game. And they're so fired up, Greg McElroy, there are rumors that they're running low on beer. The good news is the brewery's just down the street. They can make more.
I'm not concerned about the availability of barley and hops here in the Gateway City.
It is a new Spring League attendance record, 38,310. And what a great reminder. If you like this scene, there's so many opportunities for you to go out and catch an XFL game near you.
It's such a great environment. Everyone's so into it. And honestly, you play in a lot of venues that are very intimate. It's a cool scene to be able to interact with pro football the way the XFL has done it. It's really been a joy to cover here in the first month of the season.
Set, tighten, tighten.
BattleHawks haven't been great on third down either.
Right side.
Needs 7. McCarron finds 7. That is Hakeem Butler. Will take it for a total of 11. Played his college ball up at Iowa State. He's got 2 100-yard receiving games this season.
And with the amount of separation that Butler got working against the safety, thought there might be an offensive pass interference, kind of extended that arm to create a bunch of cushion as you see the safety go flying working against the 6'6" Butler.
Stoops working the official on the sideline. He wanted that shove too.
Well, he can challenge it.
Yeah, how bad do you want it? In the XFL, each head coach can challenge at any moment, any call. McCarron on the run. We get 1 challenge a game, and this is good for a first down and rumbling room for Stephen Mitchell out of USC. 21-yard gain.
Tight yak on the ball. Watch that tight yak. Fake 18 taxi, make it left. Watch that tight yak. Fake 18 taxi, make it left.
One step tight yak. Fake 18 taxi, make it left.
Stevie, you got the over.
Fake the pitch to the right-hand side. Boot. AJ back out to the left, and you should be able to get the split flow and hit the over, working over the middle of the field.
That's 22 Mitchell on the over. He was open, and he is still open. A first down, and he sneaks through to the 15. Donald Payne the stop. It's a gain of 19. On their feet in the low.
You just see so much flow action from the Arlington defense working against the run. It's a great call by Bruce Gratkowski and an excellent throw by AJ. A nice run after catch, too, by Stephen Mitchell.
Live line, Caesars has it. St. Louis given 14.5. Up 8 right now. And knock it on the doorstep. Here's Hill. Brian Hill into the end zone. The hometown kid with a touchdown. Brian Hill scores. Bet on Bell Vegas. And the BattleHawks extend their lead. BattleHawks will go for 2 from the 5-yard line.
50. Double wrap. Empty leg. Double wrap. One spot. Yeah, we're good. 180. What's up?
Looking for a 2-point conversion. McCarron behind Hakeem Butler. How about the job of Brian Hill? Grew up just across the river in Belleville, Illinois.
And just a great look, too. So much room on the left-hand side. Brian Hill with nearly 30+ in attendance supporting him. Takes it home as he swims.
Brian, heck of a run there to top off the first drive of the second half. What did you see and what did you think of the TD?
We got a call we liked. When I got into the line of scrimmage, I saw a front that we liked. I just had to press it. They explode through. I did my stuff, and one-on-one with the safety, I had to make him miss.
It's been a long time since you've played near your hometown. What's this like?
I haven't played in front of my family and friends since high school, so this is great. And I graduated in 2014. I got 42 people out here, so they definitely came and turned up for me.
Well, you turned up for them, so power to you. Thanks.
That swim celebration may have been swimming over from the east side. Born in East St. Louis at a Belleville West High School where he led the Maroons in rushing. Kenneth Farrow from the 2. Kyle Sloter, 9 of 19 for 63 yards in this game.
Double right tight Z orbit 99Z Philly on 1. Ready? Wait. Scramble to 12. Yes.
Nate Becker, the tight end, wanted more info. There's the shift. And a jet sweep. Monty Payton picks up 8. There's a flag on the play. Payton, an SEC product, Mississippi State, and then Tennessee.
Number 68, offense, 10-yard penalty, still first down.
This is week 4 of the XFL. Still 1 game to go. Vegas will look for its first win of the season. They'll have to deal with a rowdy Field crowd. They're at DC, home of the Beer Snake and the Lemon Drops. DC has scored the second most points in the league coming into their game tonight. Following us here on ESPN2, also streaming on ESPN+. Imagine the length of a beer snake in this dome. Complete to Arcanado. It's a pickup of 5.
Really important here for Kyle Sloter and the Renegades offense to get something going. Make this third down more manageable. Try to get half of it back right now.
Wagon 4 on the clap. Ready? Wagon 4.
Hand off to the right-hand side. To get half of it back, set up a more manageable third down.
And they only get a couple of yards back on that run by Davion Smith. All Big Ten runner when he was at Michigan. Ray Watson Sr. has a pick already, and now his defense will be licking its chops.
7:24 deep outs, backspin, 0-1, ready.
3rd and 13. They bring 4. Caught for the first down and a spin for another. And a huge conversion for the Renegades to Tyler Vaughn's, his 3rd catch.
Really big conversion there for the Renegades. Get the isolation 7 to the left-hand side. Vaughn's runs a beautiful route. And it's a great throw from Sloter. Anticipates it, throws it before the final break is made, and puts it right on the money for a huge 3rd and long conversion.
Biggest game for Arlington today. Extra tackle. Willie Beaver's in on the right side, over the middle, too strong, and picked again. BattleHawks come up with it with a chance for a return for Nate Meadors. Start the party in St. Louis. Bader's was just playing center field. Looked like Harrison Bader back there.
Hard play action, trying to work the deep crossing route. Ball sails a little bit of a force. You see lots of depth being given there defensively by the BattleHawks.
That's some bad football, guys. Jeez, oh man. Golly.
Second pick from Sloter.
Ready.
14-point advantage. Brian Hill again. Katie George again.
Nate, what were you able to read off of Sloter there?
I seen the run action. I seen Eddie, he's a hot boy, came across the middle. I seen him looking. Just made the play, man. Film study.
What do you think of this defensive performance in front of this hometown crowd?
Oh, we're doing awesome. We got to keep our foot on the neck. And, I mean, these boys can't compete with us. So we're going to keep rolling.
All righty, Nate. Thank you.
Bader's out of UCLA. Signed with the Vikings after his college career. 2nd and 13.
Hey, Ohio, Ernie, Ohio.
So he's checking in Ohio right there against pressure.
To Prohl. Gain of 3.
See, you can watch actual plays in real time and go back and talk with your receivers about what they saw. Usually the receivers will lie to you, say I was open. You can, now this is verifiable evidence. Hey, you weren't open, that's why I didn't throw to you. But right there, force from Sloter led to the interception, trying to get back on the same page.
You hear Tyler Vaughn say, no, that was my fault. Stop play, and Arlington's going to take a timeout.
In the second half. 30 seconds.
Upsoup's not happy with his team's play. 2 interceptions, only 3 points on the offensive side for a team that has gotten a majority of its points from its defense over the course of the season. So the offensive struggles for Arlington, nothing new.
Yeah, they've definitely had some inconsistencies, but a big reason why they've made the move from Drew Plitt to Kyle Sloter. So Sloter's a little bit more experienced, a little bit older, and won't make the mistakes that Plitt might make by turning the ball over, and hasn't been the case today.
Cole's got Sloter.
Kyle, take us through that last play. I saw you checking out the tablet. Just maybe a coverage that you didn't recognize, or did the ball just kind of sail on you a little bit?
Yeah, no, I think it's just a miscommunication on a couple different levels. We had a defender in there that shouldn't have been there based on a particular route that we're trying to run. Nothing confusing, just got to execute.
Thank you.
Yep.
12 in the huddle. Set.
3rd down, 11 for St. Louis. Flag down, McCarron. Incomplete.
Illegal formation, 11 is covered. 11 eligible St. Louis is covered.
They may want, okay, number 11 was covered, but they may want to decline, go 4th down here.
They should want to decline.
Yes.
Decline.
Illegal formation. Number 11 was covered up. That penalty is declined. It'll be 4th down.
I love eavesdropping on the officials. There is so much going on that the average fan or stupid broadcaster never knows.
Well, they're double checking. All right, who was it? What number was it? Do they want to accept it? Do they want to decline it?
I feel like we got to come out throwing.
You hear A.J. McCarron right there. After a sudden change, he wants to be aggressive, and it's hard to argue with that given the momentum that they had after that Slaughter interception.
Their catch taken in traffic by Killings. Today's game flow is brought to you by Progressive. The touchdown from A.J. McCarron to Darius Shepard.
You got it. Keep Dusty. Set.
You could hear Bob Stoops over his mic as soon as the ball went in the air go, oh no. Kenneth Farrell gets a couple.
And that's part of the advantage you have by having a veteran like A.J. McCarron. I mean, able to make the check immediately, recognize the matchup or mismatch.
Cavalier right there.
And then you send it, but
you can't get away from Cavalier right there. Because you know they're probably going to bring pressure to knock you out of field goal range if we just get a little bit. Hey, fox it, fox it, fox it.
Pressure from the edge, Slaughter to the hook, and that's good for a first down to Nate Becker.
Let's go, 11 personnel. Get Allen when you can. 11 personnel. Gun double left. C, 3-jet, all go, pivots.
Hey, gun double left, C, 3-jet, all go, pivots on one. Ready? Pivots inside. Pivots inside. Hey, gun double left. No, you're good. Hey, pivot.
You heard him say a second ago that get Sal in, so he's clearly thinking that Sal Cannella is going to be the guy here on the pivot route inside.
Goes the other way. That's caught for the first down. Brandon Arconato. Pick up a 14. 1 minute to play in the third quarter. DC tries to stay undefeated at home tonight against Vegas on ESPN2.
Gun double right, 200 at Y Ohio Aspen on one, ready? 200, 200, 200.
Yeah, for Ohio right here, unless that safety comes down, that Ohio is stealing to the right-hand side.
Safety stays back. Going deep down the sideline. It is bobbled and caught! Caleb Van Der Esch got it on a carom. Arlington picks up a massive gain. 41-yard pickup.
Wow. I mean, didn't like the out route underneath. Throws a prayer down the field. Not a good decision, but how about Van Der Esch making an incredible acrobatic catch over the defender.
That'll bring it into the third quarter. Longest Arlington play of the season. And in a game, in a league where 9 points represents one possession, nobody is ever out of it. Slaughter took a shot in more ways than one. His gamble paid off as Van Der Esch hauled it in for the first down.
He took it away from him. Holy cow.
Inside the Battle Dome where St. Louis leads Arlington 17-3 as we start the fourth quarter. I know why they're out of beer. That guy keeps buying too. 41-yard completion for Arlington. Got him deep into St. Louis territory.
Double right tight, Z orbit, fake 19Z Philly keeper right H slide on the clap. Ready?
Should be a little bootleg action here. With how St. Louis is flowing, should have some room. Fake to Adrian Killens. Pressure. And just got rid of it. Incomplete. Carson Wells, the former Buffalo from Colorado, was right in Sloter's face. He's made a couple plays today. Had the tipped pass that resulted in the interception earlier, and
We got
nice recognition staying at home.
2 F bubble wide line on one. Ready? Wide line, wide line.
We're thinking a run to the right-hand side here. Should be a good look for it. And the jump to the left side, that's George Moore.
Fourth quarter.
Cole, how's the crowd noise?
It's deafening down here. I mean, McElroy brought up some of those collegiate environments that we've all been in. I've got the Apple Watch going. We've almost hit 110 on the decibel meter today, but it is obviously affecting this game.
Here's Farrell. Good endorsement for the Apple Watch there. Didn't know that that was a feature that you could have.
I got a couple notifications there that I've been in a loud environment for a little bit too long, so I thought they were talking about Tom yelling at me.
Could be. Flex on us.
Skinny, 2 jet, Duke X skinny on the clap. Ready? 2 jet, 2 jet. And then you got flat.
Be interesting to see if St. Louis brings a little pressure here defensively, if they play coverage. Looking like coverage based on the front. 3rd down 9. Slaughter complete with a sliding catch for the first down to Tyler Vaughns. 4th catch for Vaughns today. Great throw, too. Really well timed. Vaughns, see the safety deep. He rolls it right underneath that safety, right on time. If he stays vertical, he's going to get absolutely smoked at the goal line, but he wraps it just a touch and makes a nice conversion. It is loud. 1st and goal. It is at the goal line, but just short. Kenneth Farrell.
Spot on the pass. That's perfect right there. When he gets control, he's contacted. He's short of the goal line. We're playing 2nd down, 2nd and goal to go.
No review needed, but he's reviewing everything back in the command center. 2nd and goal. Davion Smith, the running back. And Smith plunges in, but there's a flag down.
Neutral zone. Okay, so we got this guy in the end, 5'6".
Offside, number 56. Defense, that penalty is declined. Touchdown.
And so the Renegades able to punch it in, capping a 9-play, 87-yard drive. Now their choice in the middle. It's a ball placed in the middle. Jake Stetz out of Boise State being helped off.
Hey, here we go, here we go. We got everybody?
They'll go for 2 from the 5.
We got dual right, strong, tight, captain crunch, all one. Ready? Hey, I'm under center, roll 1. I'm under center, roll
1. Toss to Smith, he's going to throw it. It is caught for the conversion by Canella. And so suddenly we have a 6-point game after the 2-point conversion. Kyle Sloter likes it. Renegades like it. They've done the impossible. They have quieted the dome in St. Louis out of this halfback pass to Sal Canella for the conversion.
Nice play. Nice job. Great.
XFL rolls on from St. Louis, where the Renegades have climbed back in this with a touchdown and 2-point conversion. Early fourth quarter, Kyle Sloter back on track. And the visiting Renegades down 6. Taylor Russolino will kick from the 30. Nobody can move outside of the kicker and the returner until the ball is touched by the returner. It's Darius Shepard. And Shepard finds the edge in a solid return out past the 30. Get you down to the field. Cole Kubelik.
Quarterback Kyle Sloter here for the Renegades. You throw the interception, you're down 2 scores. Just take me through mentally how you bounce back from that and get back down into the end zone.
Yeah, you know, if you play this game long enough, you're going to be put in some tough situations, both physically, mentally. You know, I think it's just all about, like you said, bouncing back and, you know, believing in yourself, believing in the schemes, your teammates, because they're all looking to you. So as a quarterback, that's kind of what you got to do. Thanks. Yep, appreciate it.
Great drive from Sloter. Here's Kroll. Slips through, got a stiff arm, and maybe enough for the first down. It is. St. Louis opened this game as a 3.5-point favorite. After the second touchdown, the live line thinks the season's jumped to 14.5. It's back to 6.5.
What's your play?
I think I give the points. I like the way St. Louis is playing today.
Yeah, St. Louis is playing really well.
Assume there's going to be another score. Hill with the carry. Although last week it looked like the over was going to hit midway through the third quarter. We had nothing else the rest of the game.
That's the way it goes. It's the swings. And I mean, the over is in play at 28. Obviously, that's technically one possession. I don't know if we would see a 9-point touchdown here, just given the score right now. But over still very much in play. And it was 3-3 for 25 minutes of the ball game.
Be ready over here. White side.
On 2nd and 6, a bullet complete to Shepard. First down. Good play call by Bruce Fredkowski.
10. Church right. 15 Willie Heavy Sprite. Church right. 15 Willie Heavy Sprite.
What could Sprite be?
That's got to be some type of RPO. 15 Willie's a handoff, but if you like something, you can throw it to the Sprite on the right-hand side.
180. White side. Cut it.
Hill, you could hear A.J. McCarron say cut it. And a cutback gave him an 8-yard gain. Another tackle for Donald Payne in this one.
White side.
Hill picks up the first down.
Trump right. Trump right. Trump right. 300 jet Purdue. Trump right. 300 jet Purdue.
300 jet. 300 jet. 300 jet. 300. 300 jet Purdue. 300 jet.
Well, here's an opportunity. You might get a chance. One-on-one fade. This could be a touchdown. Strike up the fight song if they stay in this look. One-on-one with a 6'6" Butler in the slot.
Do they have a fight song? There's the shot. Butler's got a half step. Touchdown, St. Louis! Just as they drew it up, it's a 25-yard strike for McCarron. Go figure, the fight song seems to be Must Be the Money by Nelly. We're in the crooked letter, and the BattleHawks have opened up a 12-point lead. They'll go for one here. Next week, it's getting hot in her. Durant, the running back. conversion good. Jake Sutherland. Ozzie Smith presented the game ball. We got Nelly on the speakers, and it's a St. Louis kind of party here in the Dome. Put some Clavel on the pizza, and we're ready to rock.
See press coverage across the board. You know it's man coverage. You know you have a matchup problem. Plenty of room with him in the slot. Vertical. You knew before the play is even snapped, it's a touchdown. It's the best feeling in the world as the quarterback, knowing you're going to have that one-on-one with an opportunity to put some points on the board.
Katie's with Hakeem Butler.
You said you needed it. You said you needed it.
Hakeem, heck of a grab, heck of a throw. How were you able to follow that all the way in?
Oh, I mean, just lots of practice, you know. Me and AJ got chemistry. AJ got chemistry with everybody. He could throw to anybody, but, you know, I appreciate he chose me.
You DM'd Coach Becht before the season about wanting to join this team.
Yeah.
Why?
Truly, I was about to give up football, you know. No opportunities, nobody calling, but, I mean, I know I could play. I've shown it through the first couple of weeks. But I just DM'd Coach Becht, really just asking for opportunity and information. He got back to me, so I'll forever respect him for that. He said he's going to get back to me, got back to me, and now we're here today. So I respect that man. I'll play for that man anywhere.
Thank you.
Thank you.
McCarron has chemistry with everybody, but he got smoked on his touchdown pass.
Hey, white side.
XFL intersection of opportunity and dreams.
All good? I'll hit you a little. Is it a touchdown? Yeah.
It's at a touchdown.
It doesn't hurt as bad when it's a touchdown. No doubt about it.
It's harder to see when you're lying on your back.
You don't need to see it, man. You just need to feel it.
You could hear it in this
You need
building.
to hear it. That's it.
Hey, gun double left, Colt 2, wide line, silo 1, ready? Get on.
On 2nd and 3, Davion Smith bottled up. Glenn Robinson out of Purdue. Big Dog's son. But snared in a nice little hurdle. With a flag down in the backfield. That was Winningham with the catch.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 56. Defense, that 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run and an automatic first down.
Travis Feeney.
You're going to see a late collision there. Helmet towards the head or neck area of Sloter, and even though he's 6'5", he felt it, turned to the official, immediately pointed to his helmet, and the official awarded him with the flag.
Taco, taco! Taco, taco! He went first. Go! Don't give him free. Move it out.
Okay, so 90 causing a
That's a neutral zone infraction, number 90. Neutral zone infraction, number 90. Defense, 5-yard penalty. First down.
Gold he got on Kevin Atkins.
Actually talked to Renegades offensive line coach Jonathan Heimbach before the game, and 90 was a big concern there. Says he jumps the snap count extremely well. It's one of the reasons they were very comfortable going silent count, because you don't have as many indicators, G-Mac, that you're giving away to that defensive front.
That's one in the swear jar. You mentioned the offensive line coach, and you mentioned his name. That's one in the swear jar. One more, and we close the mic.
That's Canella on the grab.
Do we need to talk about the backup center that's in the game? That's a St. Louis native, and Brian Folkert, who also is an offensive line coach at Wingate University in the offseason?
Well, we had you. The over-under on offensive line coaches mentioned in the game was at 1.5. You now just flew right past the over. I cashed my ticket. No doubt about it.
Well, you can pay for a dinner at Mama's tonight and make a trip to the Hill. Like a 5. Slaughter with a shovel. And that is met. Kenneth Farrell had nowhere to go. 4-yard gain. Willie Harvey was waiting for him.
Pretty good job by Slaughter, but Harvey coming into this week, leading tackler in the XFL, makes a nice open field tackle.
300 jet.
No yards after the catch.
Second and 6. Able to fit it in for a first down to Van Der Esch. Second catch for Van Der Esch today.
Two jet, two jet, two jet, two jet, two jet.
Incomplete. Jonathan Hayes was on the coaching staff at Oklahoma with Bob Stoops, played with him at Iowa. He's the offensive coordinator.
Let's go gun double left. Off. Wagon 4.
Hey! Hey! We got gun double left off. Wagon 4. Wagon 4. On 1. Ready?
Should be a run to the right here. And honestly, 13-point game. Field goal really not an option at this point, so 4-down territory the rest of the way for the Renegades.
Kenneth Farrell bottled up and no gain. Naders and Harvey combined to stop him.
Good job there on the right-hand side. Harvey's really played well on the end of the line of scrimmage all day long with the BattleHawks defensive line.
Third and 9, taking a shot. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Normal football rules still probably go for it either way, but especially here now knowing the field goal still is a 2-possession game. All go deep pivots. Play they ran a little bit earlier. You just got to make sure that your receivers get deep enough for the conversion. You got to like this matchup on the pivot route right there.
Lost the football. Somehow bounced back to him, but on 4th down, it's irrelevant. St. Louis will have it at the 40. Feeney came out with the football, and the BattleHawks brought pressure enough to take down Slaughter.
It was great coverage in the back end. Slaughter feels his edges collapse, tries to escape, but he just can't do it as the BattleHawks defense continues to apply pressure.
Yeah!
Amazing, that's what I want to do. That's what I'm here for. This is what they brought me here for. Hey, introduce myself, just like my dad always tell me. Hey, Ben, this one's for you, brother. Love and miss you, dog.
How would you describe what this defense has done this afternoon?
Man, we were relentless. It's all we wanted to do. We knew we had to come out here and play fast. We got these fans out here, amazing fans. We're just ready to go. We showed it today, and we're still going. There's still 4 minutes left. Game ain't done yet.
Thanks, Travis.
Thank you.
6th-round pick of the Steelers in 2016 out of Washington. And his sack gives St. Louis the ball at the 40. Kareem Walker is the running back for the BattleHawks. Butler takes a shot. St. Louis played from behind each of its first 3 games.
Bruce, tell them to work the clock.
And they are sitting on the lead here for more than 42 minutes this afternoon.
Just a complete reversal of what we've seen the last 3 weeks. I mean, a team that has finished beautifully, but has not played well really at any point in the first 3 quarters of the first 3 games. So completely the opposite today, though. It's been a complete performance up to this point with a mistake or 2 here and there, but man, really impressive.
First down, Kareem Walker. Tuesday night, the Capitals and Rangers square off, and we're featuring the first ever real-time animated version of an NHL game. It's NHL positioning data to track the puck and the players. You'll see play as it's happening with the big city green skaters, characters skating alongside animated versions of the NHL players. So you'll be watching the game in a unique and fun way, with other characters providing play-by-play. Coverage begins at 7 Eastern on the Disney Channel, Disney Plus, Disney XD, and ESPN Plus.
The ball, hurry up! Set! Light 80! Light set!
Cole would make a great cartoon character, wouldn't he?
Caricature. There you go. Yes.
Walker finds one. I'll give him benefit of the doubt. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Cole, 4-minute offense. Do you actually like that as an offensive lineman, or are you just
Are you kidding? Are you kidding? The best part of the game.
Come on, you're
rubbing people's faces in it.
You're exhausted.
Round and pound.
You're so tired you can't even see straight at this point.
What do you think a D lineman's like right now? Dizzy, they're so tired, and they're mad.
Total in play, as you mentioned earlier, Greg, sneaking up on it. That's another big run for Walker. #1 recruiting class in high school in 2016, coming out of DePaul Catholic, ended up taking his talents to South Alabama.
Under should be in, as you referenced the total. I mean, because you wouldn't tell your guys to score. You get the first down, you go down, you kneel on it. It would be all she wrote. So can't imagine unless they break one. So you better hang in there if you're hanging on the over.
Today's game flow is brought to you by Progressive.
You gotta love what you've seen so far from St. Louis in all facets. I mean, Brian Hill doing a great job reversing field. Of course, the St. Louis native himself gets a really nice look here to the left-hand side. Runs it again. Similar play, similar result. This time he makes the safety miss and finds pay dirt. As Brian Hill making his hometown of St. Louis very proud with the performance today.
Right cap. FPL, 12 duo on 1.
Averaging better than 5.5 yards a carry.
Get a chance to run it right up the middle right here as well. 12 duo to the right-hand side.
180! Right side!
Well, what does duo mean?
Basically, emphasis on double teams. You're actually going to hand it backside based on what you're showing from the zone scheme. It's going to look like it's a play going to the left. You're going to hand it back to the right, but it's just more emphasis on double teams, not coming up on the backers as quickly.
It's power with no puller, Tom.
There you go.
There you go. That's what we call an attitude play.
Yeah, you guys really grinding hard on those duos you were running.
I'm never afraid to call a little QB duo every once in a while just to set the tone. Especially with big TJ Barnes in there at 370. I've just set to mow him over a little bit. Drop the left shoulder, though, not the right. That's the only thing you got to remember.
St. Louis.
Sure we didn't get that? Can they check that measurement spot? I mean, is it
you got a review, Coach.
You got a challenge,
Coach.
Coach.
What do you think about that spot? I mean, anything up there?
The red chiclet on the scoreboard represents his challenge.
Okay, Dean said it's good. It's not a first down.
The beauty of the efficiency of having Dean Blandine on the command center is he's already looked at it.
Hey, let's go get it. Get the first down. Go get it. Go get the first down.
That was cool right there. They kind of go in between. Hey, do we take the 5, meaning take a delay a game, give yourself a little more room and punt it? Or do you go for it? And you see Anthony Beck, the conversation had with his assistants right there. Hey, go get it. Go get the first down.
Cole, what's an offensive lineman's mindset on 4th and short?
First thing's pad level and just get off. Got to get off the football and try to get any kind of push. As long as you don't give up penetration, you should be okay on 4th and this short. Just don't let anybody into the backfield.
1 of 5 this season, a 4th down.
I'd try to quiet the crowd and go hard count because the defenders are also thinking about pad level and firing off the ball. Hard count's great in this situation.
Hey, straight right. 12 dual on 1.
On 1 though, so they're going to go with just a call it and run it.
Hill, the running back. And he is stopped short. So the Renegades will have it down 13 with 1:15 to play. Arlington has 2 timeouts and a challenge.
It's got to be frustrating. They got to secure the backside edge. I mean, they have an open end backside. There's no tight end backside. You have to be able to secure that backside edge so you can motion the receiver down. You put another guy on the ball. Or if you're going to run it to the right, don't run it A-gap to A-gap. Run wide to the right because there's no one with that unblocked guy off the left, and he made the play 2 consecutive times, which led to being stopped on 4th down and ultimately giving the Renegades a shot. And frankly, the over a shot as well.
Game to come tonight as soon as we're finished here. We'll take it to D.C. for the Vipers and Defenders. Davion Smith taken down by Mike Hampton.
We just got to, if we get first downs, we got to get to the line quick.
The timing rules here in the XFL, a reminder, under 2 minutes. It would resemble that of the college rule. So you have a slight stoppage after the first down. It's not like the NFL where that thing will roll continuously.
Gun double right, 2-jet, all pivots, and I pump the outside guys. Give me a stutter at 12 and go. All right, if I pump you. All right.
That's really hard. You hear Sloter tell his receivers, if I give you a pump fake, then go.
Right now, until I pump it.
I feel like you're asking a lot. You're basically running a whirly bird, and that route will look a little bit like this. Pivot and gone. But you got to see the quarterback's pump, and there's a lot of things between you and the quarterback.
St. Louis brings 4. No pump available, and that is caught for the first down by Sal Cannella. Did he have the near side receiver deep?
No, they played over the top.
Clap on the clap.
A backdoor cover opportunity. A lot on the line here.
Over the middle and separated from the ball is Cannella. Lucas Dennis out of Boston College with a big hit from his safety spot. And there's an injured player in the Renegades backfield. That's Travis Feeney. Feeney has had a monster game today for St. Louis.
A big play earlier. Hopefully he's okay. Pull him up now, getting help to his feet. Walking off under his own power. It's good to see.
St. Louis today broke its own spring football attendance record that it had set in the opener in 2020 with 38,310. And they were ready for this one early. What a scene. I said double dip. You could walk, or I suppose stumble up the street to the Blues game early this evening?
That'd be a heck of a doubleheader.
It would be.
Over here.
Sidewalks may feel a little slanted for some. Slaughter just dumps it up. Is it picked? Slaughter was trying to kill it, and St. Louis thinks they have the takeaway.
Look at Silas Kelly. Slaughter kind of just trying to throw it away at the feet of his back. And Kelly kind of read out of it and made an unbelievable play. Look what I found. Take a look. Kelly just kind of picks it up as he's running a little game up front. He reads out of it. Wow. And catches it off of his own shoelaces. That's a heck of a heads-up play by Silas Kelly to put this game on ice and to cash the under.
I think they put it on Bud Ice. That's going to move St. Louis to 3-1. And Greg, in a 10-week regular season with the top two from each division make the playoffs, that is a huge advantage for Anthony Beck's squad.
And if there's one thing we've learned from today's experience is that if the semifinal game is played here in St. Louis, buckle up, because it's going to be a very difficult place to come into and beat the BattleHawks.
Anthony Beck's squad.
Hell of a game, coach, no doubt. Hey, thanks for reaching out again this week.
Been an emotional week for the St. Louis squad. Late in the week, they learned that one of their trainers back at the XFL hub in Arlington had passed away suddenly. A moment of silence before the game, and the rest of this contest was deafening. Anthony Beck is with Katie George.
Thanks, Tom. Coach Beck, you wanted your team to regroup and respond the right way after last weekend. In total, what did you think of your team's performance?
Unbelievable, all three phases. You know, we took care of business on defense today. We took the ball away, and offense started to pick it up and end of the half and then into the second half. So, you know, we need all three phases to play well. We challenged our guys this week to come out and play 4 quarters of football. It's good to have a lead for the first time in halftime. That's always nice as a coach. But to be in this environment, to win this game, first one at home, it means a lot. We need this crowd to liven up even more. We got a nice little run of games here, so it's great to get the first one here.
For you personally, this was your first home game as a first-time head coach. Was it what you envisioned?
I'll tell you, this is great. I told you earlier, just you know, when they told me to become a head coach, I didn't know what team I was going to have. But to be in St. Louis, around these fans, the passion, the desire, you know, look at them. I mean, they showed up, filled this place up all the way to the top. And, hey, we got some room here. We got some seats that are still available, so maybe we can open up a couple more. But it's an honor for me to be the head coach of this team in this city. And these players did a great job today.
3-1. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
A.J. McCarron will celebrate with his family. Said the reason he wanted to come back and play in this league was so his young sons could watch him on a football field. The first question to his son, did you have fun? I think A.J. did.
He should. He played a great game. I mean, really played well. And some of the stuff won't necessarily show up on the stat sheet. I mean, just good adjustments, smart decisions. Had one ball sail on him. Other than that, it was borderline flawless. I mean, really an excellent performance. And if he can continue, remember, this is a guy that hasn't gotten a ton of reps in recent years. If he can continue to build on these performances, he'll be in the mix for the MVP, and St. Louis will be in the mix for the XFL championship.
Brian Hill from the east side with a big game for the BattleHawks. He's with Cole.
Tom mentioned from the east side. Anthony Beck told us you were the heart and soul of this football team. A lot of the reason, obviously, being a native of St. Louis. How does that feel to get that first home win?
Oh, man, it feels amazing. I was excited to come back to St. Louis. I haven't played in front of my friends and family since high school, so it's been 7 years coming. Definitely have the fun experience out here. Can't wait to do it next week.
You said playing in front of friends and family. You came straight over here to this. Who we got back here?
Yeah, we got my little brother right here, Wapo. We got my cuz. We got Kevo right here. This is my dog. He was an an op in high school, but this is my dog now. He went to Edwardsville, you feel me? The rest of the family all behind him. I had 42 tickets to this game, so I'm going to be here a while after this interview.
What does it do to you, though, emotionally when you're having success, you're playing well, and you know you have this many people that care about you and love you in the stands?
Oh, it's amazing, you know. I came out here. I play hard every time I get on the field, like you said, Coach Beck. Say I'm one of the heart and soul. One of the pieces to be the heart and soul of this team. I can just come out and play hard. So coming out and getting that dub in front of my family, friends here in the stadium, explode every time I break a big run, that's amazing.
Just like Laramie, right?
Oh, yeah, just like Laramie, just like Belleville, you feel me? Just got to make a play, get the ball in your hands and make a play.
Thank you, Brian.
No problem.
38,310, and some of them getting up close and personal visit from these BattleHawks players. So here's your updated standings with one more game still to come with Las Vegas and DC tonight. Renegades dropped to 2-2. They're 2 games behind the Roughnecks in the South. In the North, the BattleHawks, as of right now, a game behind the Defenders in the loss column. It's a quick season, man. Only 10 weeks. Early wins carried a lot of weight.
No doubt. And obviously, I mean, you look at Orlando going a little sideways, but still room to make up. I mean, all you got to do is just get into that championship game, give yourself a chance. But it does feel like St. Louis is finding their footing. And now with a nice stretch for their next 6 games being at home, that'll be a huge advantage.
Live look at DC coming up shortly. Their crowd's going to have to be into it to match the energy we saw here. Jordan Ta'amu, the DC quarterback, was a quarterback here in St. Louis. First time around, their current quarterback, A.J. McCarron, with a solid outing, 20 of 27, 214, 2 touchdowns. He's earned a visit with Katie.
Thanks, Tom. AJ, you lit the fire going into half with the offense, and then you just were able to capitalize on it. Where is this offense at right now and through your eyes?
Oh, I mean, we're still trying to find our stride. And listen, we got to get used to certain situations. And, you know, it's B's first time as an OC. I say B, but Bruce. But and then us playing together, like, it's just going to take time. But we're getting better and better each week, and that's all you can ask for right now. So as long as we keep, you know, gaining on our stride and putting things together, we'll be fine.
You've played in some of the most enviable environments throughout your college football career, your professional football career. How would you describe what you envision today?
Oh, this is awesome. And this is, you know, embodies what St. Louis is about. Blue-collar, hard-working people. I told them when I first came here for Fan Fest at the Armory, it reminds me a lot of Alabama, like just the passion that they have, the expectation to win. And I feel like that's when you perform your best. So it's unbelievable. Hopefully we have even more people come out next week for a big game against DC, and we have this place rocking again.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
DC Defenders will be here next Saturday night, 6 o'clock Central. Meanwhile, Arlington will be on the road against San Antonio. Pilots are still here. If we need a flight back to the hotel, Red Baron's got our back.
I'm gonna steer clear of that opportunity. I like that look. Maybe we could just borrow his cape and fly home ourselves.
It might be possible. Anthony Beck is so high right now. He's enjoying this win. Here he is talking about his defense in the second half.
Hey, defense! Hey, stick it on their neck. Let's step on their neck now. Let's go. Let's go.
First-year head coach coaching against a guy in the College Football Hall of Fame that owns a national championship. Anthony Beck and the St. Louis BattleHawks get the better of Arlington 24-11. More coverage coming your way from the Lou right after this. Well, downtown St. Louis was alive this afternoon, not far from the arch up at the Dome. Call it the Battle Dome or the Bird's Nest or whatever you want. It's a real home court advantage home field advantage for St. Louis, 24-11. It was incredible. Greg Mack, we're just feeling the energy in this building. A.J. McCarron giving hugs in the St. Louis locker room. That was a big win for him. But I just want to stick with the energy and the atmosphere here. It's something that we saw a couple of years ago in the previous version of the XFL, but this just feels different.
It's awesome. I mean, this was a great experience today. Look, we've been to D.C., we've done games in Orlando, we've done games in Houston, we've done games all over the place, but nothing, in my experience, both in 2020 and 2023, rivals what we saw today. I mean, they were fired up from start to finish. Long before start, they were fired up. So the team responded beautifully to the environment as well, too. I mean, they are a team that's continuing to get better. Did today, because if they could play like that for 60 minutes, they're going to be a difficult team to beat.
They had to play from behind each of their first 3 games. They got an early lead here, and then put up with a couple of punches that were delivered by Arlington. On the Arlington side, something's just not clicking offensively. It's fixable in a short time period.
I think it is. Started really in the first half. The receivers just were not helping out Kyle Sloter. He kind of pressed in the second half, and knowing that they were at a disadvantage and they were playing with a significant deficit, they weren't really able to lean on the run game, and that's really how they need to be built. I mean, they're just not right now protecting well enough to allow things to open up downfield, but they also need to be a little bit more aggressive too. I mean, they've been a lot of underneath, very conservative offensively, so it allows defenders to squat. They got to start testing people deep, and if they do, that will soften up some of the coverage underneath.
Ricky Prohl was part of the greatest show on turf in this building when it was rocking with Kurt Warner. He's an assistant coach for the BattleHawks now, and he's in the locker room with Cole Kublik.
Coach Prohl, Tom Hart just mentioned the greatest show on turf. You're familiar with that building, how loud it can be. I just want you to describe that environment and being inside of it today.
Home field advantage. It was awesome. I mean, for them to come out and show the support for us today was, you know, we've been talking about it. Coach Beck and I have just what kind of environment this is and the atmosphere and the fans. And it was everything we'd hoped it would be, and it was. And glad our guys delivered today for them.
Is it something that you talk to the guys about, just that you know that these fans are passionate, know they're going to be loud, and just, hey, let's go feed off of it?
And I told them, man, they just, you know, the years I was here, it was an advantage. It was a true advantage. The noise they bring, the support they've given us, and the support they're giving this football team is huge. And it's great for this league. It's great for these players. And just so thankful. We all are, as an organization, we talk about it. And just St. Louis is a rich tradition in sports here. And they show their support for their hometown teams. And they've always done it, going back to the Cardinals, the Blues, and the Rams back in the late 90s and early 2000s. And they just good people, man. That just you want to play well for them because they're out there each and every week supporting us. And this is definitely an advantage for us to play here in this dome.
A couple of really nice plays by your guys downfield today. Just kind of take me through watching them. I know you hadn't seen the tape, but just describe what you got and what you saw from your position group today.
Yeah, I'm proud of my guys, man. They stepped up, you know. Akeem's having a great year. Austin's done some things, and each week it's somebody different. Stevie's doing some stuff. Darius had a great job, which, you know, he's from here, and it's just awesome for those guys. They work hard each and every day. They believe in what we're doing. They believe in what I'm telling them, and that's why I got into coaching in this league. It's guys that want to get better, that aspire to play at the next level, and these guys got the talent, and I was proud of them. They all made a play when we needed it the most, and it was all around. The room did a great job.
Thanks, Coach. We keeping you off the injured list next week?
Yeah, man. I'm good. Okay. I'm healthy.
There we go. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Cole, thanks. Ricky Prohl talking about that XFL culture. How about this, though? St. Louis covers with these and the under hits. Why were you edging towards the under all game?
I think just both these offenses, St. Louis has found a rhythm, but it really hasn't been until late in the game, 2-minute situations when AJ is able to just do things in shotgun and survey. So I just thought Arlington would have a tough time scoring. That kind of materialized. So I thought the under was the right side today. Obviously, hindsight being 20/20, that was the case.
DC and Vegas coming up next. You think it can match this energy?
I think next game's going to be pretty good. I would actually take the points, surprisingly, with the Vipers.
All right, see if you can cash. He helped you out earlier. It's Las Vegas looking for its first win on the road at DC Audi Field in mere moments here on ESPN2. It was a record crowd inside the dome. 38,310. They'll have a chance to break it next Saturday with a night game here in St. Louis. For Greg McElroy, Cole Kubla, Katie George, our fantastic ESPN crew. Thanks for being with us in St. Louis today. The BattleHawks get a major win in front of a record crowd. And now off to DC.